Well, one of the things that we definitely took out of the two events for charity that we saw, again, headlined by one on NBC and the family of networks with Dustin Johnson and Rory McIlroy and that kid Wolf, and obviously Ricky Fowler and Tom and Phil and Tiger and Peyton is being mic'd up. Do you think that maybe some of the players wouldn't be mind being mic'd up, sort of like an NFL player during these competitions with no fans, David?
I with no fans, I think it's a terrific idea. And actually, even with fans, I've always been kind of in favor of maybe not the players, but the caddies. So that you get that interaction, between quite often it's more important what the caddy says. And, you'd get the peripheral, audio around it as well. I think it's certainly something worth thinking about.
Yeah, I guess maybe you just, I don't know if it just affects your swing or affects anything, your concentration, if you feel those battery packs somewhere. Ricky Fowler's the only one who's agreed to do it this week, Chris, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what
All right.
I said on the broadcast
Okay,
yesterday.
so it looks like at least somebody's going to be attempting to do it. I just don't know if it might be too much of a distraction for somebody, David.
Well, the equipment is so it's so small these days. I remember one of the early skins games that I did down in Mexico. I had to hit a shot with the headset and the waist pack, the whole on, and I had to recreate one of Jack Nicklaus's bunker shots. No pressure there, and I clean shanked it into a lady's shins. It was horrific, but the stuff is it's improved so much over the years. Now it's just a little sort of 2x3 pack, and one wire. So I don't really see that being a problem.
Well, that'd be good. What do you think of Koepka's mustache, David? What do you think of Brooks coming out of the quarantine with? Sort of
the nose furniture. Yes,
the nose furniture.
Is it sort of a 70s porno mustache? I'm not
sure. Well, I was going to go Burt Reynolds, like that. That's but I mean, just coming out like that, and just hand on a hip, just with that sort of steel glare. I mean, that's a statement, don't you think?
It is a statement. Maybe he thinks people won't recognize him. I'm not sure.
I guess we'll know. We'll know again. I mentioned this the other day. We'll know if everybody is just going to be chill. And I know that the competition is a competition, but we take so many things for granted in this world, right? And that that now the sport is back and we're seeing it. That maybe we're a little bit more laid back. We'll know if it's the most laid-back situation, if Koepka's standing in the middle of the fairway and Bryson DeChambeau's on his 18th look at something that's inside the leather and Koepka's like, I don't care. We'll know that, right?
That would be more laid back, that's for sure. But, one of the things I think is sort of an advantage to the new players, the only golf that we've seen on television like this is college golf. Where you get the kids out there and there just aren't very many people around.
Right.
So, some of the new recruits from the Corn Ferry Tour, whoever may be, they may have a little edge there or, be a little more at home than some of the established players.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.